Hey guys, Cheap Kid Goon here, coming to you from the newly refurbished space for making borderline no-fly list videos, nothing big. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Today on the channel we're going to try and start something new. I want to start a small series called Obscure Gear of the Week. I probably won't upload more than once a month. So I'm bringing on my good friend Macedonian Martin to teach us about the random obscure gear he's been trafficking on the other side of the globe. Thanks for joining us, Martin. So what do you have for us today?
So first of all, I hate Albanians.
So other than your hatred for Albanians, what kind of kid are we going to be talking about today?
So today we have some Macedonian police gear from the 2001 insurgency.
So for those of us that are unaware, could you give us a quick rundown of the 2001 insurgency for us and kind of how these kits came about?
The insurgents wanted to take over some parts of Macedonia which were mostly Albanian. They also wanted to get more rights for the Albanians. The gear is really simple. It's what police officers had at the time, and actually they've had that for a couple of 10 years. If you go look back at the migrant crisis from where all the Albanians came in from Kosovo, you can see the kits are really simple and they're basically the same. They haven't changed one bit since the, formation of the Macedonia as a country.
That's very interesting. Now, as we get into this kit, let's take a look at that helmet.
Yeah. Now, the helmet I have over here is a Macedonian police helmet, of course. It's based off Serbian helmets that are based off Pasget helmets, and they were made by mostly local manufacturers, Macedonian ones, and they were also possibly made by Serbian manufacturers, of which, of course, the helmets are based off on.
Now, in terms of ammunition retention, what kind of storage are we talking about here?
So we're talking about a 4-cell mag pouch, which holds 4 magazines. They're mostly Yugoslavian surplus, but also locally made in Macedonia. And they were attached to the belt, or they were just used with a sling that is attached to the pouch.
So is there any sort of body armor these police groups use?
Now, the police used a bunch of body armors, very how do I say? Like, a large variety. So, the Macedonian police groups had a lot of variety, and basically in all of their gear, especially in their body armor. Some used Serbian surplus, and most of them did use Macedonian locally produced stuff made by 11. October Euro Composite, which is a local Macedonian company in Prilep.
So it finally looks like we just got the uniform to go over. Could you give us a quick rundown of just what we're looking at here?
Now, the uniforms, I believe, are based off the Serbian lizard, tiger stripe, whatever you want to call it. This one's particularly a tiger stripe uniform. They were made by a bunch of different companies, the main one being Tetex Teto, which sadly went out of business a couple of months ago. There's not much to say. They're fine uniforms. Jackets were made, sweaters were made, all in tiger stripe.
So it looks like we've gone over all the basics of this kit. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Martin?
No.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today, Martin. I appreciate your time.
It's been a pleasure, Mr. Goon.
Well, that's all for today's Obscure Gear. If you enjoyed this type of new content, just let me know down below. Give it a like, and hopefully we'll get Macedonian Martin on here more often. And I'll see you guys later.